Today I'm going to see if it's possible to get a wide receiver 3,000 receiving yards in a single season. And to do that, I've changed the roster up just a slight bit. We have a whole 99 overall offensive line. Russell Wilson's a 99 overall. And then our test subject, if you will, wide receiver 1, George Pickens. He's a little different, just a slight bit different. 99 overall across the board. I decided to lower the other receivers, including the tight ends, to 12 overalls because I feel like if you only have one true option, they're probably going to force the ball there. Now, in real life, that'd be really stupid because they can double and triple team and get away with it. But in game, I think that will trick it a little bit to getting him the ball a little bit more. Didn't want the running backs to be terrible, though, because then it would be harder for them to sustain drives when they do run the ball, and that's really the thought process there. Didn't change the defense, but I think we'll have a sim at the end where we have the defense also be a 99 across the board and see if that helps by them getting the ball more, but at the same time, the inverse of that I kind of thought of is if your defense is so good, you don't really need to throw the ball anymore because you have such a big lead. So what we're going to be doing in this one, if it's even possible, unless we get it done right on the first try, is we're going to be trying 3 different sets of playbooks with the current setup on this roster, and then we're going to have that 4th season if we can't get it before then. Then we'll have that 4th season where we also bump the defenses overall to 99 overall. If this is something you guys want to see more of, let me know in the comment section below. We have a ton of different ideas that we could do with this, and maybe leave a like and subscribe if you're new, if you end up enjoying the video. Well, let's get into these sims, starting with the Miami Dolphins. All right, not to spoil it, but yeah, not a very good, promising start when Russell Wilson has 3,800 yards, but you also argue, who did he throw to? Maybe 3,837 yards went all to George Pickens. Rushing-wise was, right on par where you'd expect. Let's see the receiving numbers. Yeah, unfortunately not going to be that 3,000 mark or even the 2,000 mark. 1,749 yards with 19 touchdowns. We had him at the wide receiver 1 and slot 1 spot. 107 receptions. Unfortunately, even though the other guys were 12 overall, they also kind of got involved, unfortunately. Let's see where George Pickens would have ranked on some of these other spots. No MVP, which, yeah, he might have been just slightly outside that realm, but of course does win Offensive Player of the Year and obviously best wide receiver. The Steelers do not make the Super Bowl in this realm. It's going to be the Niners and the Ravens, where the Ravens win. We are now going to be choosing the second highest reception playbook, which is the Green Bay Packers. All right, a little bit better in numbers. I try my best to look at the left side of the screen, kind of peripherally. That words are hard. Go to the stats and awards tab, because I want to be revealed like you at the same time. That sounds really sus, but Najee Harris, better season as well. I mean, if 3,800 yards got Pickens 1,700 yards receiving, you would think 4,200 would at least get him close to, if not over 2,000. Let's see it. Very close, 1,979. So it's pretty safe to say probably not hitting 3,000. But I have very high hopes that this Ram scheme is going to get us at least 2,200, maybe more. I know it sounds crazy, but I think it can be done. And now the question is, if we do more of these in the future, could running back get to 2,000 yards? I think it's possible. I know it's not crazy to put it should be 3,000. Can it get to 3? The title gets crazy just for the freaking clickbait. Let's be real. As 2,000 yards, it should be very obtainable in the game. So trying to aim for 3,000 is a bit different of a breed. Obviously, we could go in and play 3 games where we just yeet it to them on rookie all the time. But I do want to see it in this kind of realm of hey, can you do it in sim? I don't know. But for yearly awards, still not good enough to make MVP. Let's look at Tua, who is 10th. If Tua's number 10, what kind of season did he have that we couldn't at least beat that? Tua was, okay, it was pretty good. That's 10th, though. How is that the 10th best QB? I don't even know, but let's take a look. Obviously, wins Offensive Player of the Year and best wide receiver. Disappointing, though. I want to see MVP as well. And the Chiefs win the Super Bowl over the Eagles. Let's go on to the third and quote-unquote final playbook. Russell Wilson with his best yards yet. I mean, just following trends. If this isn't a 2,000-yard season, I don't know what is. Russell Wilson, a lot of picks, though, but a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards. Rushing was his best. Was it his best yards per carry season? I don't even know. But the moment of truth, at least 2,000. I'd be so disappointed if he doesn't at least get 2K. Okay. He got a lot closer to 3,000 than I thought he was going to. If this doesn't get you on the MVP list, I don't know what will. I'm not going to lie. When we had that 1,900-yard season with the Packers, which I expected more, I was like, this video's a gimmick. This is some bullcrap. But 2450 with 31 touchdowns, that's actually pretty damn close to 3K. I mean, that's the most yards you'll see in like 100 years. I mean, they could enhance the games to, 22 games a season. You probably won't see 2450. That is wild. 1,000 rack yards. He had more yards in rack than like 90% of the wide receivers in the league. Like 95%, maybe higher than that. Longest is only 72. His rack long was 7.4. His average was 17.5. Let's see where that ranks in the league. Beckham was higher, and then Pickens. So Beckham was the only like legit name higher than him. He had the most touchdowns, but not by that much. Brandon Ayuk and Amon-Ra St. Brown were up there too. But yeah, let's take a look. Did he get on MVP? He has to be in the top 10 for MVP. Okay, number 5. That is crazy. That is by far the most, like, quote-unquote natural, if you will, MVP, like, race for a non-quarterback. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Normally, you're going to have to come in and, like, play a bunch of games on rookie or something to get something like that. But that's pretty good. That's obviously an NFL record as well. Receiving yards and touchdowns, 31 and 2450. George Pickens, that was very close. Now, obviously, I'm going to do one more sim and see if I raise... We went 8 and 9 with that, by the way. If I raise our defenses overall, is that going to make it where this team has even more yards and touchdowns? If we can get to, like, 26, 27, that would be crazy close. You have the Chargers and the Cowboys. Was that 2 new teams? I think that is 2 new teams. Obviously, the Cowboys, you see a ton, but the Chargers in there. I mean, after last night, I don't know about that. Chargers win the Super Bowl. Also, very fitting for this one, we have the, in my opinion, best 3-4 defense in the game. If you guys have any actual suggestions for 3-4 defenses that get you good stats, I'm all ears. I forgot to change I forgot to save their devs. They're going to change their devs. Oh, Lord. But, yep, the defense, 99 overalls. We're back. All right, we have the upgraded defense. Russell Wilson with his most touchdowns yet, I believe, but also a ton of picks still. I'm really not sure why he's throwing 25 interceptions. Am I missing something? Oh, he's under pressure. That's why, clearly. 95 instead of 99. I really don't know why. I didn't put his speed or anything at 99 because I wanted to limit his scrambling. I feel like if he was at 99, he would have just scrambled all the time. But yeah, why is he throwing so many picks at that overall? Rushing, about the same. Yards per carry wise is a little bit lower though. Moment of truth, 2450. Can he beat it? Damn, more touchdowns though at 35. 2,300 yards. Unfortunately, not able to reach that. Look at the sacks though. 99 overall across the board. 33.5 for Highsmith, 23.5 for TJ Watt, 22 for Hayward, 20.5 for Larry Ogunjobi. Interceptions only at 5 though. Should still see him pretty high on the MVP list. Number 6, a drop down slightly. But yeah, is basically going to be it. No, a wide receiver, really no matter what you do, unless you actually play the games, can't reach 3,000 receiving yards in a season. It is not possible. You have to actually play the games, which at that point it's like, well, why stop at 3,000? Get to 10,000. Why stop at 10,000? Get to 15,000. I don't think you can go much higher than that, though. I think after like 1,000 yards, for some reason they don't show that like the yards stop counting. I'm not sure why, but yeah, not possible, but very close. 2 seasons where they're 2,300 yards plus, 2,450. That was a lot closer than I thought we were going to get. And once again, if you guys have a suggestion, you want to see a running back get to 3,000 or try to see if a quarterback can get to 6,000, see different ways of players getting MVP that they're not supposed to, let me know in the comment section below. And that's pretty much going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. Shout out to the members of the channel. I appreciate you guys a ton. And if you guys want to join as members, all you have to do is click the join option, which is next to the subscribe button, and all the details shall be in there. Also, upload a little video on the second channel, PKR Plays. Maybe check it out. It's from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But for anyone that hasn't really been interested in those games, of course, I'll be playing Black Ops 6 a little bit. So maybe some zombies up on the second channel. And I kind of want to play Dead Island 2, or maybe some other game. If you have anything, suggest me. Anyways, see ya!